Chapter 1. Meet pretty Princess Porcelaina. Princess Porcelaina lives in the highest turret in the biggest castle in the land. She is very, very pretty. She is also very delicate as a teacup made from the finest china. Princess Porcelaina sleeps on 100 feather mattresses under 100 silken sheets. Now you might think that this would be too hot and heavy for as delicate a petal as Princess Porcelaina. But, pampered as she is, a dozen footmen hold the sheets lightly above her as she sleeps. Princess Porcelaina is so precious and delicate that she bathes in pints and pints of pomegranate juice, freshly squeezed by the dozen footmen and gently warmed to just the right temperature by 100 tiny candles underneath her lightly padded pink slipper bath. Now, one day, as pretty Princess Porcelaina was plaiting her perfect platinum locks, there came a scratching and scuffling from behind the wardrobe, an insistent scraping from behind the tiny brown mahogany carvings decorating its dark surface. Porcelaina sometimes spent hours looking at the carvings until she fancied the wooden flowers turned into faces, beautiful, ugly, old, young, all looking pleadingly as if they wanted something. When thinking about what that may be made her head hurt, Porcelaina would give up and just sit, adjusting her plaits or admiring her tresses in the heavy mirror that hung across the door. She had never heard noises coming from behind the wardrobe before. She felt her heart race and a slight flush come to her cheeks. What should I do? Princess Porcelaina thought. All the while, the scratching and scuffling got louder and louder. She was considering a scream to alert the dozen footmen stationed outside her door, and decided this would be a very good idea as the scuffling grew into a loud clattering. Princess Porcelaina opened her mouth and waited for something to happen. Nothing. She tried even harder to scream. Still nothing. One more go, she thought, as the scuffling turned into bad-tempered banging. This time it worked. However, only a very small, strangled eek came out. She had never had to scream before, you see. Princess Porcelaina was so pampered that if she had needed to scream, she would get the dozen footmen to do it for her. But then again, she had never had occasion to scream at all. The clattering stopped. Princess Porcelaina held her breath. A small, brown, furry head popped out from behind the wardrobe. "Who are you?" it exclaimed in a small, furry voice. Princess Porcelaina looked at the hairy head. She counted the long white whiskers twitching about the small black button nose. 16 whiskers. Why she counted them she didn't quite know, but there were definitely 16, 7 on one side and 9 on the other. "Why have you 7 whiskers on one side of your nose and 9 on the other?" enquired a perplexed Princess Porcelaina. "None of your business," came the testy reply. "Now tell me who you are." "Well," said pretty Princess Porcelaina, "as you have broken into my bedroom, I think you should be telling me who you are."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.